Hello, in this tutorial we will be looking at the volume select and morpher modifiers to create an attractor point-like system, which will transform a mesh based on the radius of an attractor point. To begin, let's draw a plane. Be sure to have edged faces turned on. If this isn't the case, press F4. For this demonstration, we're going to want an equal length and width. We're also going to want a larger number of length and width segments. Let's put these at 20 each. Now select the object, right-click, and choose Convert to Editable Poly. We're now going to explode the mesh. Begin by selecting Vertex and selecting Ctrl A. This will select all of the vertexes on the mesh. Now we want to break these, effectively exploding each of the vertices. Now if we press Ctrl A again, we can select all the polygons, right click on Scale, and Offset World, we're going to reduce the percentage. This will separate each of the polygons and scale them down. Now we want to create a sphere. This will effectively be our attractor point. Click Sphere and draw a sphere. Now we will select our original object, go to the modifier list, and we want volume select. For stack selection level, we want vertex, and then under select volume by, we want mesh object, and then we click none and select our sphere, which will now be our attractor point. Going back to the original object, we'll now tick use soft selection. If we now move the sphere into the range of the object, and click back on the object, you'll now see that there's a soft selection around the sphere. Increasing the fallout will increase the size of this soft selection. Now create a morpher modifier. We will use the current state of the geometry as the closed aperture. To capture this, we click Capture Current State, type in 1, and click Accept. Now we will set the open aperture. So going back to Editable Poly, click Polygon, and with all selected, right click on Scale, and let's scale this all the way down. Now going back to Morpher, we'll increase this field here all the way back to 100. And you'll see that it's increased the aperture size only in the volume selected area. Now, as we select our sphere, and we can move it around, the apertures will change as the attractor point moves around. And there you have it. It's useful to note that this isn't restricted to simply the Scale transform tool, but also works with other transform tools. So for instance, I can select all these polygons, use the Move transform, and then on my morpher, capture the current state, and then move these back down again. Now if I increase this field here again, as I move the sphere, it will apply the transformation to the attractor point.